let's move forward to some of the terms which you should keep in mind before going to publish your paper. Okay, we have open access versus subscription based journals. We have article processing charges. What are article processing charges? The ORCID ID, peer review, the embargo period, the cross reference. These are some of the terms which you should keep in mind while publishing your research paper. Okay, so let's start with the open access publication. Okay, let me tell if anyone has any idea about open access publications, what are open access or what are subscription based journals. In the chat box you can reply. Open access, yes. Paid and free. Yeah, paid and free is good, but there is little more to add in that. Available, free of access, subscription. Okay. Okay. Yes. You all are somewhere near. Yes. Okay. Yes. You are good. So let me tell you basically what are open access publications. Okay. At its most fundamental, open access publication is when publications are freely available online to all at no cost and with the limited restrictions with regard to use. Okay. They are freely available on the net. Anyone can see across the world your research paper. Okay, they are free to everyone. It's just like that you have to pay some article processing charges for it. I will explain you that article processing charges in the further slides. Okay, but let me tell you that the unrestricted distribution of the research is especially important for all the authors. Okay, as the work is get seen by more people, they are also good for the readers as they can access and build on the most recent work in the field, and even for the funders. Okay, I told that you have to pay the article processing charges. So mostly people do that, they take the funders along with them for publishing a paper. Okay, so it is good for the funders as the work they funded for has a broader impact by being able to reach a wider audience. Okay, so as open access is a newer form of scholarly publishing, many open access journals comply with well-established peer review processes and maintain high publishing standards. Okay, this peer review processes we will discuss further. What are subscription-based journals? Okay, let me tell you, in this era, you all are not like that. You don't know what is subscription. Okay, in this era of Netflix, Prime Video, Sony Live, we all know that what is subscription. It is generally you pay for a subscription. You pay for a subscription for the channel, and to only those people who have paid, uh, they can be able to see your research paper. Okay, they are typically require readers to pay for the content that they read. This has been the model followed traditionally in the academic publishing industry. Since individuals or institutions have to pay subscription charges, only those who have purchased a subscription to the journal have purchased an article will access to your paper. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. Only those who have got the subscriptions, they will get the research paper. Okay, let's move forward for the article processing charges. As I told you, for the open access journals, you have to pay the article processing charges. Okay, you have to pay the article processing charges after the article is accepted and prior to the publication. Okay, this fee may be paid by the author, the author's institution, or the research funders. Okay, as I told you, many people take the funders along with them for publishing in open access journals. So you should take a funder. You can ask in whatever college or institution you have, they happily give you these charges. They can pay, they can fund you for these charges. You can ask them. Okay, the RCID ID. So now this ID, let me tell you, this is becoming very popular nowadays. Many journals are following this ORCID ID. Okay, it is a global not-for-profit organization. It aims to enable transport and trustworthy connections between researchers, their contributions, and their affiliations by providing a unique, persistent identifier for individuals to use as well as they engage in research, scholarship, innovation activities. Let me compare this ID with your Aadhaar card. Okay, as you are a citizen of India, you have Aadhaar card with you. Okay, so now let me tell you that you have a unique identity across the nation with the help of your Aadhaar card. Okay, so it is just like the Aadhaar card of the journals, like you can say. Okay, uh, if someone has a name, okay, let me take one example. If my name is Garvichug, okay, it's someone else's name is Garvichug, okay, but we both are having different Aadhaar numbers. Okay, so it works just like Aadhaar card, only it tries to make your different identity. Okay, you don't want that yes, you have published a research paper and someone else is taking credit of that research paper. Okay, so for that only the Orchid ID comes into play, and it's becoming very very famous. Let me tell you, the top journals, the IEEE Access, the Springer journals, they are following this Orchid ID process. Okay, like I've given also example that this addresses the problem that a particular author's contribution to a scientific literature or publications in the humanities can be hard to recognize, as most personal names are not unique. They can change, such as with marriage, have cultural differences in the name order, contain inconsistent use of first name abbreviations. Okay, so for that problems only, this Orchid ID comes into play. It gives you a unique identity. Okay, so let's move forward with the peer review. Okay, peer review process. Let me tell you that you will have to pass through a round of peer review before your paper is published. Okay, this process you have to pass through. The first process after submitting your article is the peer review process only. It is the evaluation of your work by by one or more people with similar competencies as the producers of the work. Okay, it's a very difficult and time consuming process, but it's essential to refining your work. Okay, let me tell you that this this whole process takes too much of time, that publishing is you can say that it's within 1 or 2 weeks only publishing. The main process is this process only. Okay, that is why it is important to read the aims and scope and the instructions to the author's pages. As I told you that you have to read about the aims and scope and instruction to the authors. They are different in different for different journals. Okay, so you should refer to the sites, because you need to know na that who are the audience of your research paper. Okay, who all are seeing your research paper. Okay, okay, now we will be going towards embargo period. Okay, let me tell you about this period. This period generally begins from the date of the article is formally published in its online in its finally and fully citable form, that is before the online publication date. Okay, when the author decides to self archive the research outputs in an open access repository, they need to observe any embargo period a publisher might have in place. Okay, I told you that this period begins from the date the article is formally published online in its fully citable form. Okay, before your article is published, only the metadata is available there. Okay, let me tell you what is metadata. Metadata is basically a set of data that describes and gives information to the other data. Okay, before your research paper is published, this metadata is only available. Every journal have its own embargo period. They give you some time. They need some time for publishing the paper. So before that, only metadata is available. Okay, so cross reference. This term is also becoming very very popular nowadays. Cross reference. Okay, it is basically a reference to the information located somewhere else in the same document. Okay, you just have to refer to that document. Okay, in index, a cross reference is often known as C also. Okay, there are various advantages of cross referencing. Let me tell you that it avoids unnecessary repetition and demonstrates the cohesion of your work. To repeat anything, it can signify that the same concept is valid for two different points of view. Okay, it can also show that some same example demonstrations have two different arguments. It can show that what has been said in the journal science is also applicable to a specific point in the same study. Okay, so this is also becoming very very popular. You don't have to do repetition in your article. Okay, you all know that what is C also. Okay, you can refer to it by writing C also there. Okay, so now before moving forward, I will tell you the whole procedure of publishing. If someone has any doubt, please let me know. No, sir. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I guess no one has any doubt. Okay. So now let me tell you some of the things that you